Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here to cover everything you need to know about the Bracket Busters March Madness MT Festival event that just hit NBA 2K25 My Team a few minutes ago. I'm not going to cover the players that came out because that 2KDB update with all these players from both the festival and the promo came out over an hour ago, and so instead of wasting your guys' time covering players who you guys probably already know all the ins and outs of when it comes to their ratings and their animations, let's cover some of the stuff that you may not know about. And we're going to start with what's in the pack market. We have two 450k VC box offers. One of them has a guaranteed 100 overall Steph Curry, which, I was trying to think what 2K was going to put in their premium 450k VC box. Were they going to make it sort of similar to what we got during All-Star Weekend, where they gave us a random dark matter, except this time they would give us a random 100 overall? And the more I thought about it, the less it made sense, because for the most part, these 100 overall cards are going for like over 5 million MT. And so to give all of us a random shot at getting one of them, and there are so many good 100 overalls, obviously, for just $100, the value just really wasn't there, in my opinion, on 2K's end. For us as consumers, if they gave us that as an option, it would 100% be worth it. And I do think there is a chance that they add more to the pack market. Day one in general is catered towards money spenders when it comes to these events. So if you are someone who has looked at everything that there is to offer in the game in general today on day one of this Bracket Busters event, and you are frustrated, I'm right there with you. But just know that I think every single event in my team this year has kind of started out in the same way, and then the different agendas and park grinds that we have will come to us later on. There is already one agenda set that we can grind, but it's actually, funny enough, the thing I am most frustrated about with this event here on day one. And then there is a King of the Court event that you can grind as well. This box, though, has a guaranteed 100 overall Steph Curry, 3 100 overall Bracket Buster event cards, and a limitless range badge. I'm going to show you guys what's in the exchange and show you why I don't think this box is worth it anymore. Because in my head, originally, depending on what Zach Edey went for, that box might have been worth it. And then this box, I think, is actually pretty interesting. It contains a double 99 plus overall pack. I'm assuming that means you get 2 dark matters. It's not an option pack, so that's kind of interesting. Although there are a number of dark matters now at this stage of the game that really aren't all that good. So, just keep that in mind. There's a Dark Matter Galaxy Opal Equal Chance pack, which will almost, like, in these Equal Chance packs, I know it says Equal Chance, I feel like you are almost guaranteed to get whatever the lesser value item is. So you're going to almost definitely get the Galaxy Opal out of that first Equal Chance pack, and then a Pink Diamond out of that second Equal Chance pack. That Galaxy Opal Billy Donovan coach card, I don't think he's worth it. Because he's not going to have his effects trigger until you score 20 points in a game. I'd rather run the coach I have now, which is Diamond Eric Spoelstra from the Dia de los Muertos event. My coach is outdated, but at least my coach gives all my players the ratings boosts from the beginning of the game. I'd much rather that than wait until I score 20 points. So I'd rather take the 100 overall event card out of that. You get 3 random legend badges, 10 Hall of Famers, and a 100 overall Bracket Buster event card. So you could walk away with 2 of these 100 overall event cards, which I guess isn't too bad. I think this is more valuable personally than this, which is kind of tough because you guys know my stance if you've been with me for a while. When it comes to opening up these packs during events, I'm all about the guaranteed value, and I don't like going for RNG value because 2K controlling my fate when it comes to what I get out of packs is not a path I want to be on, because more often than not, 2K is going to screw you over and give you a card that you don't want when it's RNG. I'd rather have the guaranteed value. My problem is the guaranteed value here isn't great. Like, I'd rather have my Dark Matter Magic Johnson over this Stephen Curry card, who I'd have to spend $100 to get. So, but we'll see. I guess we'll see what else we get in the pack market. The Bracket Busters Festival packs look pretty terrible in my opinion. I have not gotten a chance to look on mobile, but I'm willing to bet there's a Galaxy Opal Premium Option Pack if you hit level 40 that you can open up. I am level 23 because I've not really played the game all that much this season. I don't think I'm going to be buying either of those packs. You know, that hypothetical Galaxy Opal option pack that may be on the MyTeam mobile pack market, or this Pink Diamond premium option pack for 50k VC. Neither of those really interest me, and then the rest of this is all basic stuff. Also, in case you didn't know, just winning games will get you Bracket Busters event cards. We need to see, I'm assuming every win is just going to get us whatever the lowest tier is, which is, I'm assuming, this gold Bracket Buster event card. And it looks like the exchange rates, I believe, are the exact same as what we had during All-Star Weekend, where, you know, 3 golds get you an amethyst, 6 amethysts get you a diamond, and then you work your way up the ladder so that you can get up to this 100 overall championship tier Bracket Buster event card. Moving further along down the road here, you can see, just like the 100 overall Vince Carter, I believe, all the 100 overalls in this MyTeam Festival event require 20 100 overall Bracket Buster event cards. And then as you move further down the list here, you get to Zach Edey, and, you know, unfortunately, I'm sure a lot of us were hoping Zach Edey was going to be a card that we could grind for and earn just by completing all the, you know, park win streaks that they give us, all of the agendas they give us. And while there's a chance that we get enough of these Dark Matter Bracket Buster event cards, it is basically slim to none. I don't think they're going to make this card obtainable for, you know, the average grinder or even the super sweaty grinder, and that's fine. I mean, this card is absolutely insane, and I think it's really funny how they did this. They show Zach Edey as requiring 38 Dark Matter Bracket Buster cards. If you're wondering what that equates to, if you just divide that number by 2, that's how many 100 overall Bracket Buster pieces you're going to need. So all of these 100 overall cards require 20 100 overall event cards. Zach Edey basically requires 19. So this card is basically worth, what, 95% of a 100 overall. So yes, is this card better than some of the 100 overalls that we have in game right now? Yeah, because he's you know, a Zach Edey card with a great jumper, 7'5", 7'10" wingspan, you know, 86 speed. Like, this card's genuinely really good. I just don't know if he's going to be accessible to the majority of people playing this game, even if you do buy, you know, one 100 overall box. Because if you buy that 100 overall box that has the guaranteed 100 overall Steph Curry, you're going to get those 3 100 overall Bracket Buster event pieces. You can turn those 3 pieces into 6. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 3 of those are going to turn into 6 Dark Matter pieces, which means you're going to have only 6 of the 32 needed. Sorry, 6 of the 38 needed. You'll be 32 Dark Matter pieces away from getting Dark Matter Zach Edey. I just don't think it's worth it, personally speaking. We'll have to see how many 100 overall event cards we're able to grind for. As always, when it comes to these events, one of my general rules of thumb is, if you can hold off on using your event cards in the exchange, hold off until like the final day or so, then take a look at what you have in your collection, and then take a look at the exchange and see what you can redeem. There is no added benefit to you redeeming any of these exchanges early. You're not going to get like extra MT for redeeming one of these random exchanges early. Just wait and see. Maybe you have a chance to get Zach Edey, especially if you do plan on spending money on these packs. But, you know, 38 Dark Matter pieces, essentially 19 100 overall pieces needed for this Zach Edey, basically makes him, you know, unobtainable for the majority of the community, which I think is totally fine. It's so funny that you look at the counterparts here, his Dark Matter counterparts. Oladipo, Jerry Stackhouse, and Kemba Walker combined for, what is that, 14, right? Yeah, they're all Dark Matter pieces. So these 3 Dark Matter cards are worth a combined 14 Dark Matter pieces, which is, you know, a fraction of what Zach Edey goes for. Absolutely hilarious. You guys are going to want to check out your collections. We do have a bunch of new dynamic duos. I got James Worthy last week, and I have Pink Diamond Michael Jordan, I believe. So I have a dynamic duo right here, which is kind of interesting. We got to look at what their updated ratings are. Juan Dixon, a lot of people are gassing up this card, and I think this is the card that everyone is going to want to go for. His jump shot looks insane. He should be a really fun card, and I think even for salary cap next season, if we see that salary jump up, and we are going to record potentially a salary cap report episode later today, if the salary cap goes up. I will take a look at that actually when this video is over. But Juan Dixon may be able to play for you guys in salary cap if the salary jumps up in season 6, which is just 2 weeks away, by the way. So, you know, just food for thought there. More dynamic duos here. I just don't know how many of these are going to be worth it. I'm not a big fan, as I mentioned earlier in this video, of RNG rewards. I don't want to spend 2 Galaxy Opal Bracket Buster event cards towards a random Opal when I could have those 2 Opals or those 2 Opal event pieces rather go towards this Opal Juan Dixon card, who again looks very interesting to me. Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter, I honestly thought that we were going to get a dynamic duo for the 2 of them. It does not look to be that way, but these are both cards I'm really looking to add, especially this Cam Reddish, and I really wish this Dante DiVincenzo Big Ragu, I wish he got a card art with a Knicks jersey on it, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to buy Dark Matter Jalen Brunson because I would love to get my Diamond Josh Hart up to a Dark Matter. That looks like a fun dynamic duo to run. And then I think after this, it's all just, you know, we have other dynamic duos here. None of them really interest me all that much. And then a bunch of random, you know, the Amethyst cards. Badge Lux packs really quick. I don't remember them costing 3 Amethyst event cards during All-Star Weekend. I thought it was just 2. So it does feel like if this is 1 extra Amethyst event card that we have to put in for the deluxe badges, it does feel like 2K is trying to reduce how many badges are being obtained during these events, which I guess is fine. A lot of people made a lot of MT doing this during the All-Star event. And honestly, given kind of how rough the exchange looks right now, I think a lot of people, after they go for Juan Dixon, might just be emptying all their event cards into this badge deluxe pack. So I guess, you know, that's one thing to keep in mind. I'm going to now show you guys what I am most frustrated about when it comes to these Bracket Buster or the Bracket Buster event so far here on day 1. And that is this Bracket Buster challenge. I'm sure we're going to get more Bracket Buster challenges, but this first one is really rough because we can't get any of these cards in this challenge set unless we use the players from this Bracket Busters promo, including 100 overall Chris Webber. Legitimately 5 people are going to be able to complete this agenda set right here. And doing that, yes, it gets you 100 overall piece, but then you have to also use the Dark Matter D-Rob, the Dark Matter Lonzo Ball, the Dark Matter Adam Morrison. Like, do you know how much it's going to cost you to get all the players that you need just to grind out this agenda set? And yes, you're going to get 2 100 overalls right here. You're going to walk away with 3 more Dark Matter pieces right here. This is not worth it at all. I'm not looking forward to this at all. It's going to be rough. The only thing that's kind of decent potentially for you guys is if you are going to be ripping packs like the new Bracket Busters promo packs today, there is going to be some value. Maybe the amethysts won't be as cheap as they normally are right away. Maybe it'll take a couple of days for some of these amethysts to drop down to 2000 MT. But even then, like, the amethysts aren't really going to be all that valuable, you know, because you're getting an amethyst, you know, event card out of it. It's really, really frustrating that right now there really isn't anything for us that, you know, are planning to be no money spent for this weekend. There really isn't a lot for us to do. All we have really is, you know, the option to play the game and earn what I think is just going to be a gold Bracket Buster pack. If it is a random event pack or event card that we can get after every win, that would be a massive W, but I don't see 2K changing that. I'm assuming it's going to be a gold event card after every win. And then we do have this Dark Matter event card that we can get just for playing 3 King of the Court games, which that is really nice because a Dark Matter, let me just confirm here, a Dark Matter event card can be exchanged for 3 Bracket Buster Galaxy Opal cards. So that'll get you a 1/5 of the way towards getting Juan Dixon if that's you know, the card that you want to get from the exchange the most. This will also put you 1/38 of the way to getting Zach Edey. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I have for you guys today in this video. Let me quickly take a peek. Did our salary cap go up again? And it did. We're up to 22,500. So our team salary did go up. The cap rather went up to 22,500. which is pretty interesting. I wonder if that means in 2 weeks when round 3 ends and season 6 begins, round 1 of season 6, will we see it go up again by another 2,000? Are we just going to go up by 2,000 every 2 weeks when a new round begins? We'll have to see. I'm genuinely curious, but all that means is we're going to be able to start bringing in Galaxy Opals into salary cap, which to me means season 6 may be the last season that I play salary cap, because it's truly going to turn into Showdown, where you have all the sweats from tier 1 playing salary cap, and now they're going to be bringing in their god squads as well. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Let me know down below, what is your early impression of this Bracket Busters event so far? I'm not all that excited about it right now, but I haven't been excited about an event on day 1 at all so far this season. My impression of the events tend to improve with time, so I'm not going to give it like an F or something. I'm going to give it an incomplete grade, but it's definitely not an event that is for the grinder right now here on day 1 of this event. Appreciate you guys. We're so close to 1,100 subs. If you're new to the channel, drop a like, drop a sub. It goes a long way, and it would mean a lot to me. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, I'll see you later.